I am doing my first video confessions, I guess you can say. I am tired of everybody trying to tell me what to do at the wrong time. And then they don't tell me the right thing to do at the right time. And I feel like I've been told all my freaking life what I can and can't do, what I should and shouldn't do. Don't do this, don't do that. You can't get this, you can't get that. You can't wear this, you can't wear that. You can't do your hair like this, you can't do. I've spent my entire life adjusting to what everybody else wants. I have tried my best to be sweet to people and good to people. No, I'm not perfect, but I tried my best throughout my life to treat people good. And I felt like I just always got the short end of the stick. But I kept going anyway. I kept always trying to fix and even out the sticks. Even though I felt a lot of times it wasn't even my fault that I got the short end of the stick. But now that I am here on this part of my journey, it was my fault for a lot of the times that I got the short end of the stick because I allowed myself to receive the short end of the stick. I have been entirely too obedient, too respective, too just whatever you want to call it to the wrong people. I put people on pedestals that didn't need to be on them. I looked up to people that wasn't even worth looking up to. I allowed myself to be easily manipulated. Got my heart broken so many times because of my naivety. And having such a good heart will make you want to close it off because you are so tired of being shitted on by the people that you love the most. And people think because you pull yourself back and you separate to keep your sanity and your peace. And I'm so tired of people trying to make me feel horrible because I am no longer carrying their weight. I went my entire life without boundaries. I let people just do whatever. And I took whatever, thinking that one day that people would see the good in me. One day they would see my heart. One day they would understand why I'm so sweet. One day they'll pay me back in the same love that I gave them. I made a mistake spending my days looking for me and a lot of people, thinking that one day they gonna get it. But then one day never came, and I started turning dark because I'm like, God, these people don't see, they don't get it like they're never gonna get it. And before God would let me just allow my heart to turn completely dark, I was like, listen, you gotta walk away. To save yourself, sometimes you gotta walk away. And it hurts to have to walk away when especially you a family-oriented person. When I say I love my family so hard, but I feel like I have to spend my days and hours explaining or trying to prove that or express that to people that never get it. Because they so invested in listening to respond. Nobody listens to actually listen. and get it and help. Everybody got their opinions about my life. And they always have had their opinions about my life, but nobody has a solution. And then I'm just left, I feel, out in the open field with no direction. And then when I figure it out, then everybody gets angry because I figured it out. It's almost as if I feel like nobody wants me to figure it out. It's like no matter how much peace I try to keep, no matter how many ends I try to mend, that I didn't break, because I make it my business not to go through life breaking ends, but somehow they still end up getting broken sometimes. And I found myself being overly addictive to fixing ends I never broke. And I just kept fixing and fixing and fixing until one day I got tired of fixing. And that time and that day is now. And I have so many people around me consistently saying, well, you should be the bigger person. You should go and fix it. You should say this. You should say that. And everybody got so much to say because it's not them. They ain't in my shoes. And then I'm tired of fixing shit. I'm the oldest daughter, the first granddaughter, the first niece, the oldest sister, the oldest cousin. I'm the oldest on every side. And for some apparent reason, everybody around me feels like it's okay to keep breaking things and then pushing the weight to me saying, hey, she gonna fix it. And for a long time, I'm 37 now, I would fix things just because I wanted everything right. And they knew, oh, she's just addicted to fixing things, so she gonna keep doing it. We can keep breaking it. She gonna keep fixing it. We can keep jumping out in the middle of the ocean and drowning, and she's gonna keep throwing us life jackets, and we gonna keep throwing them back because, well, we know she's gonna always throw us one. But that one day is here now, and I'm tired. I ain't throwing down another life jacket. I'm not being the bigger person to go and fix nothing I ain't breaking. I have walked away from people that were in my life that the cycle, I guess you could say, was up. The time was up. And I walked away peacefully. But for some apparent reason, people want to keep coming back and make me feel like it's me got to go and do something. But what is it that you can do when everybody around you has went out of their way to push you away, to keep you at arm's length, to make you feel left out, excluded, not it. They have went out of their way to do everything but make you feel included or loved or accepted. What are you to do besides walk away to? And a lot of people think, oh, she don't know what she doing. She just in her ego. She just need to go and calm down, or she need to get, no, I don't need to do nothing but enjoy the fruits of my labor. And I get it now when they say it is little lonely at the top. Well, damn it, it is. When you find your peace, sometimes your peace is by yourself. When you go through your journey, you have to remove the noisemakers. And sometimes those noisemakers are closest to you. And a lot of my people closest to me were making a lot of fucking noise. And I just got tired. I have had my day. I have drawn my line today. I will not let nobody make me feel like I am walking the wrong direction when I clearly know my intuition is telling me to get out of the burning building. Or else you gonna go down with it. And now that I'm getting out of the burning building, I'm not gonna let not a soul manipulate me back into it when I know it ain't nothing but a ball of hell. And it's not something that I'm just telling myself. No. As much as I wish I was, I'm not. I'm not going to keep condoning what has been hurting me and stripping me of my sanity for years. I'm not. Not a child, not a man, not a parent, not a sibling, not a family member, not nobody, not even myself anymore. Yeah, I might have spoiled people over time because I was hoping that they would spoil me back. Because I was told that you got to give out what you want back. So I spent my days spoiling people that didn't deserve it. To the point I should have been spoiling myself. And I was mad at myself for always getting the short end of the stick. But truth be told, I was giving myself the short end of the stick. And I'm no longer doing that anymore. Period. I ain't doing it no more. I'm not. And I'm not going to let nobody manipulate me into thinking that I should. I know God would not bring me here this far to leave me. And a lot of times I be feeling alone, but I know I'm not. I can't go to my mother and talk to my mother as much as I want to, but it ain't that easy. And only me and God know why it's not. But I'm just going to give it to God and allow him to work this thing out and see it from a higher perspective. But in the meantime, in between time, I'm dropping everybody else's weight because I got to go. I got things to do and sights to see and places to be. And I can't do it holding on to what people think I should do. You shouldn't wear this dress because, oh, well, you got your ankle showing. You don't need to wear that hair because that's too big. You don't need to drive that car because that's too fast. You don't need to date that man because, well, you just don't. You need to do this, you need to do that. But when I come and ask for advice or when I seek your guidance, you ain't got it. But when I ain't seeking it, you always got it to give. And that's the ass backwards shit that's pissing me off. It's the fact that when I ain't asking you for it, why is you giving it? And I'm so tired of all the projections around me. Everybody just projecting what they think they know, and don't nobody know shit about me. Nobody ever takes the time to truly know me. And how I know? Because I just started sitting down taking the time to truly know me. So I know why nobody else did. And so many people around me swear they know me and they don't know shit. Always got their mouths open, trying to tell me what I should and shouldn't do. And I just want them all to shut up. Just shut up. Just shut up. It's so many people that just throw around their opinions. So many people got their hand in my business. And nobody is lending a helping hand. Everybody throwing around words and opinions. And I am tired of it. And they're wondering why I just do it on my own. They're wondering why I just proceed with just me and God. Because majority of the time, men always steer you wrong, especially if you fall in the wrong one. And I know God is not gonna. I sit back and I be trying to listen to these people. This is why I don't be want to open up and vent to people, because a lot of these people around here ain't even experienced half of the things that I'm experiencing or didn't experience in my life. Half of these people would probably been lost their mind, been committed suicide, been off themselves with half of the things that I've been through in life, with a fourth of what I've been through in my life. And there's always people out there got things worse than you, but I've had some heavy shit go on in my life. And I'm so tired of inexperienced people coming at me, pretending to have experience, and then get me all open like a book, and then leave me with nothing, And that's been a lot of people. I might have one or two wise counsels here and there that can come along, but it might take a while. And as hopefully they got the time and the space and capacity to receive you. But I'm such a big spirit, it ain't many that can. So it seems like a lot of times I feel like I'm the only one big enough to receive my own spirit, God. But I'm tired of everybody trying to tell me that I need to fix shit I did not break. I'm tired of people telling me I need to be the bigger person when I ain't the one being the little one. I'm tired of people trying to make me fix everything when I'm not the one spending my days breaking it. I'm tired of losing time and energy, resources and opportunities behind dumb shit that don't even belong to me. I've been absorbing everybody else's shit to the point I can't even decipher theirs from my own. And now that I'm sorting things out, separating the wheat from the tare. I'm separating what isn't mine, because too many people have stuck shells on me that don't belong to me. I feel like I go and dive in the ocean and come up with a whole bunch of seashells everywhere that don't belong to me. I ain't even picking them. They just being stuck to my garment. And now that I'm cutting those seashells loose, cutting the cords to that, removing those energies, those projections, that dark force or whatever, these dark chains that are trying to consume me, that's trying to get me to self-sabotage myself, to whatever, this darkness that's trying to take over. I'm done. You can't take over something. You can't take over something that you didn't create. You can't. I'm not going to sit back and allow the enemy to keep getting the better of me by robbing me of my peace. And for the first time in all my 36, 37 years, thank God that I done seen it. Whole 10 years past 27, because I thought I wasn't going to make it past 27. My daddy died at 27. I thought I was going to die at 27. And here I am a whole 10 years later. Thank you, God. with an almost sound mind. I'm working on it, but I ain't not carrying these dark childhood secrets and weight and trauma on myself anymore. I have dealt with baby daddy baggage and trauma for years. And nobody was around to help me see the light of this thing. Nobody was around to help me through this thing. I had to help myself. I made it 16 years with that child until she finally decided that she wanted to move out with her dad and his mama. And none of them tried to come and talk to me peacefully like, hey, let's fix this thing. What's going on? Everybody helped her stay away from me. And I feel like everybody, it's like a lot of people around me was waiting to break us apart. And a lot of people loved us, but there were some that didn't. And we had one misunderstanding and she just left. Been gone a whole year. And I've been trying to gather myself and replenish myself and rejuvenate and renew myself because I had a lot of things I needed to work on. And I damn sure been working on them. And I'm sick and tired of people around me that don't be around me every day, that don't know shit about me, don't know how I move, don't know how I operate, and don't understand my way on how I do things. I wish they would just get in their place and mind their damn business. Because me and God know what the fuck we are doing. Excuse my French, but don't excuse my French. God been telling me to trust my intuition all this time. And who am I to keep going against it and listening to humans that have not even walked or stepped foot in where I'm at? Who am I to keep putting man before God? When God is clearly telling me one thing and then I go and let a human tell me the opposite. Then I turn around and get confused and get all bogged up in my own mind. All because I'm listening to confused ass people that they don't have no direction themselves. And they only steer me worse off path because I'm listening to them. Then I get mad because shit don't go right or because things done went sour. Oh yeah, it's gonna go sour. When you stop listening to your trusting yourself, trusting in you, trusting in your voice, trusting in your inner self, your inner wisdom, you know what's right. And I always second guess it. Why do I do that to myself? I second guess my intuition and I hurt myself every time I do it. I be knowing what's right. And I still go against the grain and question what's right. And I'm like, God, please help me heal these elements so that I can stop this. I'm trying to do what's right. And maybe I'm doing it the wrong way. I don't know, God. But I know for a fact I have been a great mom. I'm a great mother. I'm a great fucking mother. I have did my best to try to make sure that she had a good mom, a good place to stay, everything she need, all the things that I always wanted as a child. I tried. work with the tools that I had and the wisdom that I had. And apparently, it was too much for her. Or not enough. I don't know. But all I know is I refuse to sit around and allow her or her dad and them to manipulate me into thinking that I was everything but a good mother when I know I was. Ain't nothing worse than you going all these years to be the best you can be. I'm not perfect, but I know I'm not the worst. Change and grow and evolve just to turn around and end up being the villain. Ain't nothing worse than being good and be made to be the villain. And my family is full of people who villainize and bully people, emotionally especially, but then turn around and play victim. And that is something we have all picked up on. And that is something that we are all cloaked in because whenever an altercation happens and I go to try to speak my truth, I end up sounding like, woe is me. They did everything to me. And they saying the same thing. And everybody's like victimized. And everybody's focusing on the problems. And nobody's ever focusing on the solutions. And everybody's just pointing the finger. And nothing ever gets solved or resolved. And everybody just going about their life and repeat it over and over again. And it just goes through generations and generations, and that's what's been happening. And here I am now, trying to break these little generational curses. But I feel by my lonesome. I got help. I know I do from the spirit realm. But as far as energetically in the family, my aunt. But for the most part, I feel like majority of it, the weight has been placed upon me. I mean, maybe that's just the way I've been looking at it. It's like I've been tug of war and I am tired energetically. I'm exhausted from fixing things I did not break. I am tired of trying to be heard by people that don't know shit, that weren't even around when the things took place. I am so tired of being made the person who has to be the bigger person all the time. I am exhausted with not being fully heard. I am exhausted with trying to create peace with this situation and get a mediator, talk about it. I'm so tired of talking about all this shit, this family shit, my child shit, this baby daddy shit. I'm so tired of talking about this shit and still nobody listens. I'm so tired of looking for a solution through people. I'm so tired of thinking I'm venting only for to be putting my business out there. I am so tired of stubborn, closed off energies. I am so tired of know it alls And I'm so tired of people saying it. I don't care, that's your family, go fix it. I don't give a damn. If they are doing everything in their power to hurt you and break away from you, then by all means, baby, it is okay to choose you. Pick up your pieces, dust yourself off, and walk away in love and peace. And you are not wrong for that. And that's what I'm doing. I know why God got me doing what He got me doing, and nobody around me understands it. And I know I was told this, and I can't expect nobody to understand it because it's not meant for them to, because it is my journey to walk, and it is for me to create this path. And so many people got their opinions and think they know, and they don't know shit. And I just want them to shut up and just listen. At this point, it's time for me to just shut up and listen. I am releasing the need to be right. At this point, everybody around me can be right. I don't give a damn. At this point, I don't give a damn no more. At this point, from this day forward, the fucks that I have been giving are going down to zero. And that is not in a non compassionate way. That's just, I'm not giving life to anything else that doesn't matter anymore. I'm not giving life to dead situations anymore. I have given too much life to these dead situations. And I will no longer feed it life. Because as long as I feed it life, it's going to rob me of mine. In this go round, I choose me. I don't choose nobody else this go round but me. And I cannot feel bad about that. All I could do is take the peaceful road. I'm done fighting losing battles. I'm done having senseless arguments and disagreements and debates with people. That's only a losing battle. It only robs me of my peace, and I'm no longer doing that anymore. And I can't keep allowing people to tell me that I'm wrong or that I need to go and fix something when clearly I ain't did nothing. And I really mean I am innocent. I'm not saying this because that's what people want to say. Oh, every time there's stuff going on, we always. No, I mean, literally, I try to keep my coat clean. And when I have, whatever I have done in the past that wasn't clean, I tried to make it my business to go back and right those things. And trust me, if I did it, God made sure I did. So I don't go out of my way breaking people. Not in a negative way. If I do, it's to help you so that I can pat you up and heal you. But I don't go out of my way just breaking people. And lately, people have been walking around saying these untrue things about me, saying that I have, when I am not that person. I want what's best for everybody around me. But I most of all want what's best for me. And what's best for me is to walk away from what's not best for me. And I cannot allow entities to make me feel bad and spin the block on what has been bad for me. I didn't allow people to do that too long, dictating my life. I am now removing all of the distractions. And I'm now moving in the light with God. And I'm listening to my voice from within and trusting my intuition from this day forward. I know what God is telling me.